Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to unpack a really powerful story. It's all about faith, prayer, and how seemingly impossible situations can actually be transformed.
And we're drawing this from a source close to our hearts, the H7O Ministry's daily devotional. It consistently pulls out these profound insights for our everyday lives.
Yeah, exactly. So our mission today is to explore the core principles from this devotional, the kind that can genuinely reshape how you perceive and tackle life's biggest challenges.
We're zoning in on that incredible narrative of Peter. Remember, he's in prison facing what looks like certain death.
And then this completely unexpected, miraculous event unfolds. It's quite the story.
It really is. If you look at Acts chapter 12, verse 5, it sets the scene, and it's pretty grim.
Yeah, the church in Jerusalem was still reeling because James had just been executed.
Right. And Herod, always a politician, saw an opportunity to please the Jewish leaders, so he arrests Peter.
His plan was clear, wasn't it? Execute Peter right after Passover,
Yeah.
that festival time.
Imagine the weight of that. Peter's fate. It seemed absolutely sealed. I mean, get this. He's surrounded by 16 soldiers.
16, chained up, heavily guarded. Humanly speaking, there was just no way out. It felt completely impossible.
But that's where the story and the devotional's insight gets really interesting. While Peter was physically locked down, the devotional says the church was guarded by the God who hears.
I love that phrasing, and it highlights what they didn't do.
Exactly. No frantic escape plans, no trying to pull strings or bribe guards, none of the things we might naturally jump to.
Instead, their response was just profound. It was unceasing prayer.
And not just a quick mention, the devotional describes it as a continuous and unanimous cry. Think about that collective, fervent, a total reliance on God.
Which really hammers home that first principle the devotional points out. Prayer is the church's weapon, especially when facing persecution.
Right. It challenges that instinct to rely on our own strength first. When everything seems lost, the call isn't to, human effort, the arm of flesh, but straight to the throne of grace.
That idea of the throne of grace,
Yeah.
it speaks volumes about God's accessibility, his mercy. It's not about us deserving it, but about his favor.
And look how that unwavering prayer was answered. I mean, it's astounding. Despite all those odds,
God steps in, sovereignly.
suddenly an angel just appears in Peter's cell. Can you picture it?
It gives me chills thinking about it. The devotional describes the angel waking Peter up,
The chains literally falling off him.
and prison doors just swinging open
Yeah.
on their own.
Yeah. The devotion puts it perfectly. The impossible became reality.
In what looked like certain defeat, not just for Peter, but maybe for the whole early church movement.
It turned into testimony. The gospel wasn't silenced. Herod definitely didn't get the last word.
Which highlights that second principle so clearly. No prison is truly inviolable for God.
Think about it. Those chains, thick walls, all those guards,
Yeah.
none of it, absolutely none of it, limits God's power. He just isn't contained by our physical world.
And that flows right into the third principle, doesn't it? God's sovereignty is simply above the powerful of this earth.
Absolutely. Look at Herod. He had all the political clout, the military might. He could definitely imprison Peter. He had the means.
But as the devotional states so clearly, he could not stop the Lord from acting.
That principle really underscores that there's a higher authority, a divine will that ultimately overrides earthly rulers and systems.
And when you really grasp that, it empowers you, doesn't it? To bring those impossible situations straight to God.
Because he isn't limited by the barriers we see. It's a huge mindset shift from this is impossible for me to, okay, but this is possible for God.
And here's something I find so relatable, almost humbling. The fourth principle. God's answer can often exceed our own expectations.
Right. Even the church, praying so hard for Peter's release, they were still apparently surprised when he actually showed up at their door.
It's so human, isn't it? We pray, we hope, but maybe, as the devotional suggests, we often do it without imagining how quickly and profoundly God can act.
Yeah, sometimes even our boldest prayers kind of fall short of what God is actually capable of doing.
Which leads to some really searching questions the devotional poses directly to you, the listener.
Like, when you face oppression or opposition, what's your first reaction? Is it prayer? Or is it jumping into action on your own strength?
And do you truly believe God can supernaturally intervene in those prisons in your life? Those situations that feel like total dead ends.
And maybe the deepest one. Is your faith shaped more by the huge difficulty in front of you or by the immense power of God above you?
Oof. Those aren't just theoretical questions, are they? They cut right to the core of where our trust really lies.
And they lead us naturally towards some practical application, things we can actually do.
Like what?
Well, first, cultivating constant prayer and community. Individual prayer is crucial, yes, but the devotional highlights that the united prayer of the church has this profound, unique impact.
Okay, praying together makes sense. What else?
And second, maybe the most vital reminder, give God all glory. Remember Herod. Human power is fleeting, it's temporary, it's ultimately not enough.
But glory belongs eternally to the Lord. His reign is forever.
Exactly. And for anyone wanting to dig deeper, the devotional also points to scriptures like Psalm 34.17, Ephesians 6.18, Philippians 4.67, and Hebrews 13.3. Great places for further reflection.
So here's a powerful thought to leave you with straight from today's devotional. Make no mistake, persecution can chain people, but it does not chain God's purpose.
That's such a critical distinction. The imprisonment of one of God's servants isn't a sign of defeat, not at all.
It's actually an indicator that the kingdom is on the move.
And when the church prays unceasingly, remember that continuous and unanimous cry, heaven answers in a way that even iron gates can't resist.
So the challenge for us today, for all of us, is to bow our knees and really believe that God still opens prisons.
What an incredible look at the power of prayer and faith right from our H7O ministry devotional.
It truly is. And we're so grateful to the entire H7O community for providing such insightful, honestly transformative material day after day.
Absolutely.
If you want to learn more about our ministry or perhaps support the work we do, please visit us online at h7o.life.
That's H, the number 7, the letter O, dot L-I-F-E, H7O.life.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Happy Saturday, and we'll see you tomorrow.